as per the contents of the report, in fact, what we are picking up is that the report clearly states that nearly 1,500 general tickets were sold out every hour. This, in fact, also resulted into the huge crowd of passengers, but the arrangements for handling the same weren't made. Thousands of passengers gathered at the station due to the delay of the 3 trains, but there were not enough security personnel present at the station to control the crowd. T.S. Ramakrishnan, railway expert, joins me live for more. Appreciate you joining me this morning, and thank you very much for, in fact, giving us your time. Mr. Ramakrishnan, at this point of time, there are reports that have been constituted after the formation of the separate teams by different agencies. As far as it's the railways, as far as it's the agency by the Delhi police, but most of the reports and in the preliminary reports, what they have in fact given out the details as per the findings indicate that due to the selling of these tickets at the station, the sudden rush increased, leading to the stampede situation that broke out. In such a situation, in fact, there are concerns being raised on the mismanagement by the railways. As per your opinion, in fact, this is something which could have been foreseen and predicted as well, but at the same time, when the capacity of the passengers exceed the capacity of the vehicle or the premises, this is what that would be resulted, and this is not as precedented as it was projected to be.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for inviting me. Now actually there are going to be more than one report. Now the report is generated by Delhi police, and then railway also has constituted its team. And certainly these reports are going to, because the railway police, the Delhi police team has put the blame squarely on railways. And we have to see what the railway is going to say on whom. So this kind of blame game, doesn't help actually. And putting blame on each other is not the right way. They can also say, railway also can say that there was not enough police personnel to regulate the crowd, and that is the reason why the stampede has occurred. The first, it's crowding is the reason. Of course, everybody knows that when there is excessive crowd in any particular place, whether it is a cinema hall, or whether it is a cricket stadium, or whether it is a Hajj pilgrimage, or whether it is a Kumbh Mela, anywhere, whenever there is an excessive crowd beyond the capacity in a particular place, certainly there is going to be a stampede-like situations. So whether the stampede is really going to happen and then people will lose their life is a different story, but the stampede-like situation normally happens in such a scenario. And then again, it has been said that 1,500 tickets have been sold by Indian Railways on unreserved compartments, to travel in unreserved compartments. The railway has no control, or railway cannot deny a ticket to anybody. As per the existing law, railway cannot deny ticket to anybody who wants to travel in a general compartment coach. So the question of not issuing tickets or stopping the tickets doesn't arise, because people can vandalize the station, people can vandalize the counters and saying that you have given tickets to so many people, and we know how to go reach the Prayagraj, and you give the tickets. So, and again, we don't know how many tickets, because none of the unreserved compartments have been checked by any ticket traveler examiner. So we don't know how many people have actually bought the tickets, how many people have not bought the tickets.
But the reports are there, at least giving out a number and an idea of that there were at least 1,500 of them that were sold. So that's a big number to understand what could have possibly caused the overcrowding and the rush.
Yeah. So if at all we look at every data that is given by the railways for the trains that have been arranged for this particular purpose, on average around 4,500 people have travelled in single train, whereas the maximum capacity of a train even with unreserved compartment is only 1,500 to 2,000. So that means you are trying to put people inside the coach, and you entice them. Say whenever you announce any special train for any movement, and then you say that it is completely for unreserved compartment. So everybody will think that we can manage to go. So the best solution is that India should move towards reservation-based system. We can run as many trains as possible, but it should be based on reservation, because only why there is no stampede happening inside the airport? Tell me. Because the airport is permitting only the passengers who are going to travel. So only when we see that the people who are having tickets are entering the railway station, and that too a reserve ticket. So India should move towards reservation ticket. That is one thing. Second thing is, the stations are designed long back. Whether it is New Delhi railway station or other railway stations, they were all designed 100 years back. So they don't have the capacity to handle that. So it is important to create a lot of additional railway stations, especially what I'm saying is greenfield railway stations at different points. For example, New Delhi alone, Delhi alone requires around 25 railway stations, 25 terminals. Then only we can cater to the needs of the population. What we have done in the case of airports. We have created first airport in near Gurgaon, and then we are now creating another airport in Delhi on the other side near Noida. Are we not doing it? Because why? Because we know that the crowd is not manageable after 5 to 10 years. So the same story holds good for railway stations also. So they have to create they have to hire, they have to acquire the land, and then they have to create a railway station and put lines towards that, and then that's how actually the crowd has to be distributed across various railway stations. So this has happened in the case of Kumbh Mela, but even otherwise this has been happening every day on day-to-day basis in major railway stations. I myself have witnessed that in Dadar 10 years back, when I was about to, because Dadar is a station in Mumbai which has both suburban system as well as the long distance travel. So I was about to change my train from I have come from Bangalore and I have reached Dadar, and then I am supposed to catch a train that will go to Ahmedabad. But unfortunately, my path and the path of the suburban passengers are opposite. So they pushed me all the way back, and then I was virtually, because I have a luggage, they don't have luggage, they have pushed me. So virtually it was a stampede-like situation for me. So I managed at that time somehow, but you can't manage all the time the stampede-like situation. Once you fall, people will stample upon you. So what I'm saying is, it's a long term. We should look for a long term solution. We should not look for a short term solution or blaming. So Indian Railway the government has been allocating a lot of money for the development of railways. Every year allocating 2.5 lakhs. I will complete it. I will complete it. 2.5 lakh crores. Now it is for the railway officials to spend it effectively on developing various infrastructure, and then see that things are streamlined. Now we can't blame the government. We blame only the railway officials for their lack of visionary.
Okay. As per your, in fact, understanding of what led to which circumstances, it's the railway officials. But railway officials, in fact, also need to be pulled up by the government for the enforcement of these actions that must have taken, and the and in fact all the measures that should have also been taken timely. Now, as per the report,